guys, welcome back to episode 9 of Sizzle with Santi. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response in all the previous videos, guys. Thank you. So today we're going to be making this one-pot dish called shepherd's pie. If you have been following me on Instagram long enough, you should know by now that I'm so in love with one-pot dishes because it's got all the nutrients needed in just one pot, and then it's hassle-free. In addition, you don't even have to do much of a cleaning. Okay, so here is a little history on this fabulous dish, okay? Shepherd's pie. So shepherd's pie actually originated from the UK. Traditionally, it's cooked using either mutton or lamb. But in the States, they also use beef. In Malaysia, we can experiment using chicken. I have done that and it's equally as good. But today, we're going to be making it using the traditional method by using lamb. Okay, so what is shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie is a casserole dish. So this is a casserole dish. It's got a layer of cooked meat and cooked vegetables topped with this creamy mashed potato, and it goes into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until the mashed potato becomes brown, and then your whole family's in for a treat, guys. Yes. Okay, now let's just go through the ingredients. Here we have lamb, tomato puree, chopped Holland onion, chopped rosemary, chopped garlic, chopped capsicum, red and yellow, carrot, celery, chicken stock, extra virgin olive oil, and Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so if you want to omit this, you can totally do it because you don't have to go to the shop and get this just to make this dish. Okay, so you can totally omit it, but of course, using Worcestershire sauce has got this umami flavor, so it'll definitely give a kick to your dish. So it gives like this fabulous umami flavor to it, and it's yummy. Okay, so these are all ingredients set A. So this is for the meat. Okay, this is what we're going to cook. So now let's move on to ingredients set B for the potato. So here we are using russet potato because russet potato is the best for mash. So like you know, if you're going to mash up potatoes, russet potato is the best because it's got a creamy flavor. And there goes Scotch once again. Okay, so here we have butter, egg yolk, cooking cream, milk, salt, and pepper. Okay guys, so these are the ingredients needed. So the oven is preheating at 180 degrees. So it totally depends on your oven, and it actually varies from 160 to 180. So it totally depends on your oven. So now here's a large pot here. I'm going to put in all the russet potato inside and let it boil for about 15 to 20 minutes until it becomes really soft. Okay, so I'll be right back. So in case you want to test your russet potato, you can always use a fork. And just poke through the russet potato seed to see if it is cooked. Okay, so but just let it cook for 15 minutes and then I'll be right back. 15 minutes later, our mashed potato is cooked. So as I mentioned earlier, you just have to take a fork and just pierce through into the potatoes to see if it is cooked. So as you can see, this is really soft, right? Okay, so I drained out the water so that it doesn't cook further. Otherwise, your potatoes are going to become too mushy. So remember to drain your water out once it has cooked, okay? And now we are going to mash it up using this potato masher. Some people like their potatoes to be chunky, some people like to have a smoother consistency. So here, I prefer to have a smoother consistency because I feel that is how it is made using the traditional method. Okay, so once this is done, we're going to mix this milk and cooking cream. So this is called half and half. Milk and cooking cream. Now we are going to pour this into our mashed potato. Not everything, yeah? We are going to go really slow. Just pour half first. Okay, you see it's thick, so we can add more. I'm going to go in with the butter. finally the egg yolk. Okay, why we are using egg yolk is that because we want our mashed potato to have a rich look to it, because it's going to give the color, right? So otherwise it's just going to look very pale white. So adding one egg yolk actually gives like a richer look, and then it gives like the brown, the yellowish kind of look. So once it goes into the oven and comes out, it's going to be very brown, and yes, so that is what we want. Okay, so it's more presentable. Okay, now I'm going in with the salt. Not much of salt here because remember we actually added salt earlier. Okay, and pepper. Okay, and the remaining half and half. You can pour in everything actually. Actually, we want our mashed potato to have like a runny texture because it's going to go into the oven, right? So, and it's going to bake further, isn't it? So, and then we don't want it to be too dry. So just let it to be slightly runny kind of consistency. So when it goes into the oven and comes out, the texture will be perfecto. Okay, just one more stir, and this is how we want our mashed potato to be. So this is what we want, okay? Now we're going to set this aside and we're going to work on our meat. Olive oil in. Going in with the onions and garlic. The onion and the garlic doesn't have to brown too much. Now we're going to go in with our meat. Alright, let this cook for about 10 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, the meat is almost half cooked now. We're going to go in with our tomato puree. Stir it really well. Let the tomato puree to marry and mingle with the meat. Okay, so 5 minutes later we can go in with the chicken stock, and yes, just season as you cook, yeah, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Salt, pepper, next we are going in with all the veggie. Look at the colors. Looks very appetizing, isn't it? Stir this. Chicken stock in. Oh! Alright guys, so this has been cooking for about 15 minutes. So you just have to ensure that the vegetables becomes tender, yeah, because we don't want to be biting onto hard vegetables. And 2 more final steps. Worcestershire sauce. I can never pronounce this right. Okay, just a few drops of this. And we're going in with our rosemary. So you look at this rosemary here, it's from our garden. It smells so good. Alright guys, it's time to assemble this fabulous, awesome dish, okay? So the casserole dish is here. We're going to go in with the cooked meat. Just leveling this up. Here. Another one here. Just like that. And then you level it up. So here's the end result of our shepherd's pie. Please do try it at home, guys. Your entire family is definitely in for the treat. So here's a small correction. I actually mentioned 15 minutes for it to fully bake, right? Actually, the correct timing is 45 minutes to an hour. So yes, it actually depends on your oven as well. So please do give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Kindly share and subscribe, guys. Till we meet again in the next video. Goodbye.